Are you thinking about getting Invisalign? Well, there's probably a few things that you haven't heard about, from attachments to shaving off some of your teeth to the strict amount of time that you have to wear it. If you want the best results with no surprises, watch this video before you start. Hello, my name is Connor. I'm a dentist and I've been a dentist for the last 10 years. I make videos here on YouTube for people who want to learn more about their teeth and how best to look after them. If that sounds like something that you might be interested in, then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and follow along for more videos. If you've clicked on this video, then you're probably interested in straightening your teeth with a product like Invisalign or something similar. So whether you're just curious or whether you're about to start your Invisalign journey, this video will tell you what to expect and how to get the best results. So the first thing that we always think about is, how long do I need to actually wear the aligners for? And the answer is 22 hours a day. And that is super important, because if you're not wearing them for the 22 hours in the day, then everything else is going to be out of sync and your treatment time is just going to end up longer. So you only take the aligners out then if you're going to eat something, or if you're playing sports, or if you're going to brush your teeth or clean the aligners. That's when you're taking them out then. If you're going to eat something, you take them out. This can be a sticking point for someone who likes to snack a lot, because you can end up taking the aligners out a lot during the day then as well. Or think about it, if you're someone that, you know, has their coffee in the morning and you don't want to drink it all in one go. You're someone who likes to sip at their coffee. Or if you're going to have, you know, a little snack then at 11 o'clock and maybe a little snack then after lunch, or a snack before dinner, all that time adds up, and when you're taking out your aligner, you're going to be hitting under 22 hours a day. The other thing would be, you know, if same with the coffee in the morning, if in the evening time you like to sit down with, you know, a little cup of tea or a glass of wine or something like that, you're going to be taking the aligners out for that as well. The only thing that you can have when you have the aligners in is water. The second point that I would like to talk about with this is something called attachments and IPR. And I put these two things together in one segment because often they happen at the same time. Attachments are, if you think of them as the modern version or the Invisalign version of the traditional braces that you might think of, so the metal brackets that would be on the teeth. The ones that we use in Invisalign are made from composite, which is the same material that we use if we're putting in a white filling. They form little bumps on some of the teeth, and the job of those is to allow the aligner to grip on and hold onto the tooth in different ways to allow it to move it in certain directions then as well. These generally will go on at the start of the treatment. Sometimes they have to be moved around in the middle of the treatment, and then they're taken off at the end of the treatment. So once you're finished with your Invisalign treatment, we take the attachments off before you get your retainers. IPR, or interproximal reduction, is, in the nicest possible way, it's shaving off a little bit of the teeth, and generally that's from in between the teeth. And that just helps create a few little millimeters to help the teeth move past each other, to help relieve any of the crowding, the main reason why you might be getting the Invisalign in the first place. This often would range from, you know, maybe no IPR needed to up to maybe 0.4, sometimes even 0.5 millimeters in one particular spot. It's not as bad as what it sounds, particularly if it's on the lower end. If it's only 0.1 or 0.2 millimeters, that's done very quickly. It's an odd sensation whenever it's being done, but it's not really painful. It feels a bit strange. The other thing that people will ask a lot is it sore, is it painful, or will I have a lisp? And for both of those things, it's not pain in the sense that, you know, if you were to have a cut on your arm, that's like a real stingy pain and it's really sore. It's more of a discomfort, or maybe even a tenderness maybe in the teeth. It starts generally, you know, whenever you put the aligner in for the first day or two, that's when the teeth are going to be at their most uncomfortable, because that's when they're getting new pressure, new forces put on them to help them move in a certain way. But as you go through the aligner then for the next 2 weeks or whatever it would be that you're wearing that particular aligner for, that pain will go away. But whenever you move up to the next one, it's going to be the same again. It's kind of like whenever you have braces and you go back every few weeks and you have to get them tightened. It's that kind of feeling then. Will you have a lisp? Some people do. Some people do whenever they put the first liner in for the first time, and it's just because it's something different in your mouth. You will have a lisp at the start, but your mouth adapts very, very quickly, and even by the end of the first day, even after a few hours, you might not even realize that it's there, because they are quite thin, they are quite discreet. If you do have a lisp, and not everybody does, it probably will go away quite quickly. Also, whenever you're in the middle of the treatment, if you take the aligners out, you might notice that your teeth feel a little bit loose, and they probably are, and that's because the teeth are moving. And the teeth have to get a little bit loose in order for them to move. So if that does happen, don't be alarmed. It's part of the process. If your tooth is getting very, very loose and it's about to fall out, go and see your dentist straight away. The last thing that I'm going to talk about in this video is the retainer. And of anything that I've talked about so far in this video, this is the most important thing. You've spent enough time and you've spent enough money getting this Invisalign done. You do not want to waste that money. And if you're not going to wear the retainer, don't bother doing it from the start. Once you're finished your Invisalign, your dentist or your orthodontist will give you your retainer at the end. It'll be a similar fit to all the other aligners that you've had before, and they'll give you specific instructions on when and how to wear this final retainer. But if you don't follow those instructions, or after 6 months if you stop wearing your retainer, your teeth will start to drift a little bit. That little bit of crowding will start to relapse and you'll get it back again, and then you'll have to go through the whole process again, and you'll be paying again from the start because you didn't wear the retainer. I cannot stress it enough. If you are not going to wear the retainer, don't do it. Don't waste your money on it, because they will move back, they will relapse. If you enjoyed this video or you found this useful, YouTube thinks you might like this video next, so give it a watch as well.